Unwavering faith, absolute power, a tragedy that echoes through history. How did devotion and control collide to ignite such devastation? The story of the Seventh-day Adventist Davidian cult reveals the chilling cost of radical belief. Witness the haunting tale of faith turned fatal in the shadow of Waco. The origins of the Davidian movement can be traced back to the Seventh-day Adventist Church, a Protestant denomination born from the millennial fervor of the mid-19th century. This church was built on the belief in the imminent return of Jesus Christ, drawing its theology from intense study of biblical prophecies. But within the broader Adventist division, cracks began to form when one man claimed he had divine insight that the church had lost its way. Victor Hutev, a Bulgarian immigrant to the United States, emerged in the 1930s as a critic of the Adventist Church. His writings, known as the Shepherd's Rod, called for a return to what he viewed as purer teachings, aligning his followers for the ultimate role in end-time events. His ideas led to his expulsion from the Adventist Church, but they inspired a core group who saw him as a prophet. Together, they established a community near Waco, Texas called Mount Carmel. Here, the Davidian movement, named after the biblical King David, began its journey, a journey steeped in apocalyptic expectation. After Victor Hutev's death in 1955, the movement's leadership fell to his wife Florence. Her failed prophecy that the world would change dramatically in 1959 caused a rift in the group, leading to its fragmentation. Among the splintered factions arose the Branch Davidians, led by Ben Roden. Roden infused the group with his vision, positioning them as the true heirs to God's work. But even this faction wasn't immune to strife. By the late 1970s, a young man named Vernon Howell entered the picture, reshaping the group's destiny in ways no one could have imagined. Vernon Howell would later change his name to David Koresh, a title that combined biblical and historical allusions. Koresh claimed he was the Lamb of Revelation, tasked with unlocking the seven seals and revealing the secrets of the apocalypse. How did a man with a troubled past and controversial beliefs rise to dominate this group? And why did so many followers remain devoted even in the face of death? Under Koresh's leadership, the Branch Davidians became synonymous with controversy. He established himself as a messianic figure, proclaiming that he alone had the power to interpret Scripture. Central to his teachings was the belief that he was divinely chosen to father a new generation of leaders for God's kingdom. This belief led him to take multiple spiritual wives, including underage girls, a practice he justified as part of a divine plan. These unions, often with girls as young as 14, drew allegations of child abuse and raised questions about power and control cloaked in religious devotion. How could such actions go unchecked for so long, and what role does faith play in justifying the unjustifiable? As the group's theology became more insular, tensions with the outside world escalated. Reports of stockpiled weapons and allegations of abuse at Mount Carmel attracted the attention of law enforcement. In 1993, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms (ATF) launched an investigation into the Branch Davidians. Armed with a search warrant, they attempted to raid the compound on February 28th. What followed was a gunfight that left 4 federal agents and 6 Branch Davidians dead, plunging the group and the government into a standoff that would last 51 days. The standoff between the FBI and the Branch Davidians was a psychological and physical siege. Federal authorities sought to pressure the group into surrender, cutting off power and deploying tactics like sleep deprivation and loud noise to break their resolve. Meanwhile, Koresh continued to frame the conflict as a fulfillment of his apocalyptic prophecies, further solidifying the group's belief in him. Fires erupted within the compound, consuming the buildings in a catastrophic inferno. 66 people, including 25 children, died in the blaze. The story of the Davidian cult raises uncomfortable but necessary questions about the intersection of faith, authority, and human vulnerability. It challenges us to consider how far belief can push individuals and where the line between devotion and manipulation truly lies. If this story gripped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into history, faith, and the forces that shape our world. What are your thoughts on the events of Waco? Let us know in the comments below.